Hello, Bucs fans. Adam Slivon here. After attending Josh Grizzard's first press conference as Bucs offensive coordinator this past Thursday, there was plenty to unwrap when looking at the comments that he made to the local media. What did he say, and how did he say it? How will he prepare for being an NFL offensive play caller for the first time? Will he be able to pick up where Liam Coen left off and directing a top 5 scoring offense? All of this and more I cover in this week's edition of Top 10 Takeaways. Number 1. One of the first impressions I had while listening to Josh Grizzard make his opening statement was how much more confident he sounded compared to the press conference's past game coordinator last season. Like a film session, he must have watched it over and learned from it. There was a lot of detailed thought into his answers when discussing his coaching philosophy as well as the coaches and players he is now surrounded by and leading. Number 2. After listening to Grizzard, I could see why he was the Bucs offensive coordinator hire. At just 34 years old, his youth will help him gel with the players, and his experience in various offensive systems at each professional level will bring both continuity and innovation. Number 3. Yes, there will be an adjustment period, but Grizzard's coaching staff is filled to the brim with bright minds who will alleviate the burden and take pressure off of him. Two in particular are Kevin Carberry and Brian Bacucci, who each recently received a job promotion and will now be tasked with keeping the status quo, that is, of having a top 5 run game. Number 4. That will allow Grizzard to put more focus on the passing game. Baker Mayfield has learned the full gamut of offensive terminology. Heck, he might even be an offensive coordinator someday. But the new play caller expressed his wanting to see Mayfield rise up as a leader for the younger guys on the team. In that regard, the 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback will be entrusted to be a coach on the field and have more say on the offense's direction. Number 5. Grizzard will have some on-the-job training during call-it periods with Todd Bowles during off-season practices and in training camp. It'll be huge for him to understand every blitz look thrown his way. I mean, Bowles is going to throw the kitchen sink at him, but that will teach him how to scheme up ways to move the pigskin in situational football. It will be challenging, but what works in his favor is that he's been in the building and should know what to expect. Number 6. So I thought it was interesting when Grizzard said that he would, quote, see how it goes when deciding whether to call plays from the sideline or the booth. I've gotten used to seeing Dave Canales and Liam Coen on the sideline in recent years, and it really helps during in-game situations when you're communicating with players when the bullets are flying and in the heat of the moment. Number 7. As a Yale graduate who majored in political science, Grizzard has a lot of experience with research. He's someone who's always watching film and looking for an edge. That will carry over on how this offense is designed and constructed from top to bottom. Number 8. To that point, Grizzard mentioned that he would be stealing a lot from various college football teams and implementing small bits into his bag of tricks, like a true wizard. He'll be breaking down film, looking at college prospects, and being more involved in the Bucs' 2025 NFL draft process. Number 9. Grizzard sees the baseline knowledge of last year as being something to build on going forward. It is sturdy, players know it, and it has proven to be successful. I mean, you saw it last year. That continuity will only help bridge the gap. It won't hurt to have most of the group back next season. And number 10. Josh Grizzard is fired up to be the offensive coordinator. While he wants to take it to the next level, fans, they shouldn't expect 30 points a game right away. Good things take time, but there's no reason to think that the offense will not be able to put up points and score when it matters. So, that will do it for my top 10 takeaways, but be sure to check out pewterreport.com as our off-season coverage continues. That includes further stories, including about Grizzard, as well as players who could help Tampa Bay win a Super Bowl next season. Also, be sure to tune in to Pewter Report TV as our off-season coverage will continue on there as well, and all the interesting topics that we cover in our Pewter Report podcast. You can also find us on social media on X, Instagram, and Facebook at Pewter Report. For more of my takeaways and analysis, you can find me on X at Adam Lives On. That's ADAMLIVSON. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for another Top 10 Takeaways.